Jai Hind students, good morning and Jai Hind students. I am Kanchan here. This time I have taken the chapter 2 stories about flying from the book First Flight. So here in this chapter there are two stories. One is First Flight and second one is Black Aeroplane. Now First Flight was written by Liam O. Plurley and Frederick Forsley has written this Black Aeroplane. So here about this chapter, since the earliest times, humans have dreamed of conquering skies, and here are two stories about flying. A young seagull is afraid to fly because it was flying first time. What does he conquer his fear? How does he conquer? In second story, a pilot is lost in storm clouds. Does he arrive safe? Who helped him? Now here the first story. The young seagull was alone. It was alone on his narrow horizontal place. He was sitting, and his two brothers and his sister had already flown away. The day means his brothers and sister, they were flying in the sky, and he was sitting there terrifying badly because he didn't have courage to make a flight. So here he had been afraid to fly with them, and when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings to became afraid. He became afraid. Whenever he wanted to fly, he was afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge, means from here to here, where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, but they were flying, and they were running there, and they flapped wings and they flew away. So before taking flight, they have to take a run, and it also did, but it could not be able to run. So his mother and father, they were calling to him shrilly, and they were scolding because he was not flying there at that time. So this is about his fear, and that was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day, means his father, mother, his brothers and sister, they were flying in the sky. They were teaching him how to skim, how the waves, and also dive for fish. They were teaching, and they wanted the young seagull to follow it, but he was not following. They were making noisement also, and all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice act. Because see here, this young seagull, he is terrifying badly. He didn't take a flight, and all his brothers and sister, including his parents, they were flying, enjoying, but he had fear. So he was sitting there, and he didn't have courage to make a flight. Now the sun was now rising in the sky, blazing on his ledge, and that faced the south. He felt that heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out of the brink of the ledge. Again he tried, and then standing on one leg, on other leg hidden, and then he tried by closing his eye to prepare for flying, but he could not fly. Then he pretended to be falling asleep. Still, they took no notice. He was showing his parents that he was falling asleep. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. They were dozing. They were sitting there, and he was looking at them. Now, her mother, she was standing on a high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now again, she tore at a piece of fish. See here, she has fish piece in her beak, and she is just attracting her child to get it and to make a flight. Now and again she tore at piece of fish and she wanted to attract by scraping it and each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him, but he could not make a flight here. See here, it's a fish piece and she wanted to attract it and she wanted it to make a flight. So ga ga ga, he cried begging. He wanted food from her mother, but her mother didn't give because her mother wanted it to make a flight. But he kept calling plaintively and after a minute or so he uttered a joyful scream. Means he picked up a piece of fish and then was flying across to him with it. He leaned out, tapping the rock with his feet. He was trying to make a flight, then trying to get nearer to her as she flew. This is attraction of the fish by its mother, and she was opposite to him. She halted her, means she stopped, and her almost within reach of his beak. See here, she is attracting. She is just showing that yes, I am ready to give you this fish, but actually she wants it to make a flight, to catch it as soon as, because he was hungry and he wanted to seize, he wanted to take this fish because he was hungry badly. Then terror seized him and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment he felt his wings spread outwards. Then he felt that his wings were spread like this and he was ready, but he didn't know whether he was flying. It was by chance only. The wind rushed against his breast and his wind was rushing against its feathers and its wings outstretched, and then he could feel the tips of his wings cutting through. Means he was flying, he was not falling headlong now, he was not falling down, he was flying, and his fear was removed at that time. He was no longer afraid and he just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared high, go gaga, and he was surprised that he was flying in the sky. It was due to its mother, because mother was attracting it to take this fish, and due to that reason he just went nearer to its mother, and that way his wings stretched and he started flying unexpectedly and by chance, suddenly. Then he was there flying in the sky fearlessly. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commanded himself to dive and soar and curve. Then he started flying, going down and making curve, shrieking with happiness. He was near the sea now, flying straight, and he was fearlessly flying in the sky, and sea was beneath him with little ridges, and now he was there able to fly. His parents and his brothers and sisters had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning, means they were calling him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed. Then he dropped his legs into the sea water, and his legs were there sinking into the water, but he was not fearing, and no fear was there, but he was tired and then with hunger, and he could not rise, exhausted. In his first flight he made efforts, and it was by chance. Then he learned how to fly. It was only his fear that he was not flying. Otherwise, if he would try, he could be able to fly. Then his feet sank into the green water, green sea, belly touched it, and then he was fearlessly there flying and touching the sea water. He was floating on sea water, and around him his family was screaming because they wanted him to take a flight. So this is here he made his first flight. When he was not starting, then he was fearing. When he started it, then fear was removed. Okay students, thank you and Jai Hind.